stuff like that. So, hope you're sitting down. Hope you got your notepads out. Because I'm going to be looking at fucking everything, okay? Because I already saw one thing that's a nice meme. This little fella is a tier 5, which means we can free market. You can free market the T50, which is kind of cool. Now the gun itself, 2-second aim time, nice. Dispersion, not so nice. And 90 or 130 pen. Also not great, but you gotta remember, it's +2. And I think we're still, yeah, we still have some. I wonder what the base range is. 360. I mean, it's gonna be doable, I think.
Sub hype.
Hello, Nori. Thanks for the sub, dude. Hello. Thanks for the 4 months, man. So, T50, you know, that's gonna be memes. The NT25, tier 6. Wait, what's the... Oh, the tier 7 is the weird one, isn't it? So, tier 6, 160 pen is not so hot anymore, unfortunately. I mean, doable. But, you know, what's the base range? 380. The LTB is at tier 8 now. So, this is the first new tank that we're going to check out. And this is actually one of my favorite looking ones out of all the new ones. See if I can find it. The LTG. Let's go get it. Where is it? This little bastard. Look at this guy, dude. It's like a mattress on tracks. You can just bring your box spring fucking mattress to the battlefield. So let's see how much the research is. It's 56.2 thousand. And this is what you get. And I already have this gun, so I'm guessing this is on the LTB. Yes. So if you already have the LTB, there's not a lot to do here. And there's tracks and engine. It's not a lot. Bitter card, thanks for the 6 months, man. So let's just get that as well. Get all the memes on it. It doesn't get a new turret, so that's gonna be interesting. How much better is this? You lose DPM actually by 200. That's quite significant. But you lose spin, and you get better dispersion and better aiming time, so it's still definitely worth it. How does it look fully upgraded? And dude, I'm dubbing this the fucking Stalin's mattress, dude. Does it have like any armor? Oh wait, did they change that? This is important, guys. This is important. They haven't given me back the standard stats. Bastards! Why is this not back? Fucking everyone and their sisters was annoyed by this, as far as I know. Why do we still have the shitty fucking Nintendo 64 layout? I don't know why it's Nintendo 64, but yeah. Why do we still have this shit? Hull armor 40, 40, 40. Turret armor 110, 80, 80. But the turret is like flat as a motherfucker. I actually quite like how it looks. It looks goofy as shit. How big is it? Like, let's compare it to the NT25. It's actually quite small. So what do we have? -5 gun depression? Yeah. I wonder if the LTB got buffed to gun depression. We'll take a look at that in a second. So, decent. What do we got for fuel range? 390 at tier 7. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I mean, DPM of 1800 is, decent, I think, at tier 7. It's workable. That's the 180 alpha. 194 pen at tier 7. No. So if you put all the shenanigans in here. Some gun rammer on there. Third stabs? Ooh. Goddamn third stabs. Probably gonna link optics on it. Hello? Hello, misclicks. So if you don't go full tryhard mode with food and everything, Oh, there's not a lot of ammo. It's decent, but not a lot. Oh, fuck it, that's like it matters. Alright, there we go. So we have 429 fuel range, and that is without a good crew or food. So this is gonna be decent, I think. Let's just take a look at the camo as well. I'm curious. This is I'm dubbing this the fucking mattress, dude. AKA Stalin's mattress. Does it look like a fucking mattress to you guys? Like a mattress with a turret? It does to me, man. Yeah, I think this is gonna be decent. Like if you have a decent crew, you can cap your fuel range pretty easily. You're 430 with optics on it, so. 44mm HE pen is not really worth taking at tier 7. Well, you forget how many like fucking Swedish TDs and stuff are there. Swedish TDs have like 5 armor, dude. Still gonna be worth to take a couple. I think you can take like 2 to 3 or something. Yeah, magic carpet. Basically. Things on the magic carpet, right? Yes, I get that reference. This looks pretty decent, man. How fast does he go? 63, 50 first. Power to weight. You know, it's all looking pretty good. I wonder if the soft stats fuck it too much. Like I said, I'll play it a little bit later. I'll play everything. But I like how it looks, man. It looks derpy as fuck. I like it. I like the derpy tanks.
So,
yo, Bessie TV, thanks to sub, man. I should say welcome back, because I'm pretty sure you've been sub before. So look how tiny this is compared to LTB as well. Hi, LTB. Did it get a gun to It has workable gun depression, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure this is -3, right? On the old. Let me check. Let me just check before I spread some weird info. Pretty sure it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. So -5. Oh damn! That's like the one thing I always said that LTB like really needed to make it more comfortable is -5 gun depression. So that's pretty sexy. I keep my gun marks. That's kind of interesting. I don't think it actually receives anything. I think it's mostly the same, just a tier up. Let's see if I can find anything weird. So we have 460 fuel range almost, but it's with food, optics, and vents. Does it have first steps now? What? It has first steps now. Okay. Okay. Sure. It has 2621 DPM. And now it gets first steps as well. That's pretty fucking sexy, dude. Because I'm pretty sure... Well, maybe... Oh, what's the base reach? 390 still. That's pretty cool. Wait, let me check... Let me check the old one here in Tanks at GG. With the gun hammer, optics, vents. So as far as I can see, it's mostly the same, just a tier up, which is fine. But first steps is huge. First steps is a really big difference, and -5 gun depression is a really big difference. And it got a little bit more health. It has 100 more health. Whoop-de-doo. It basically has the same matchmaking, right? It goes up a tier, but it sees the same tanks. And it can be top tier as well now. So, basically buffs all around. If the power to weight went up at all. And 68. 68 still. Power to weight went up, actually. the first speed is the same. More accuracy? Let me check. 2.1. Aiming time. As far as I can see, the aim time is the same as it is on tier 7. But you have third steps, so that's good. So this is looking good, man. It probably means that the bulldog and stuff is all the same as well. Hey. So yeah, that looks good, man. Take a look at the lightweight. What do I have on it? So this already has third steps, of course. Let me see. I'm running that. Optics. And I was running food as well. I probably ran like brows and arms and everything as well, but since I don't have it equipped here, I can see what's up. Let's see, the aiming time is the same. Dispersion went up. It has more dispersion. It has 0.35 on live right now. So dispersion went up. It's less accurate. Of course, more health. Did the armor change? Yeah, the third armor went to 180 instead of 160. And the whole armor is the same. Free range is 410 base. Oh, shit. That's a big change. It's 20 meters further than the tier 8 version. Because on the tier 8, it was kind of a drawback that had 390 base.
Sup? Hi!
Cactus, thanks, dude. The pen probably changed as well. 208 and 235. What the fuck? And that's kind of odd. It still has the same premium pen. Just gets 208 base pen. The rate of fire actually went up a little bit, so that's a bit more TPM. But more dispersion is a bit awkward. I don't really like that too much, but... yeah. I mean, it's fine. I think it's perfectly playable. If not, still really good. Probably better, all in all, to have more base spend so you don't have to shoot premium fucking every shell because you have 175 base spend against your 10s. Oh, the engine went up, I think. Yeah, it went from 700 to 1,000. Top speed is the same. Reverse speed, it went up a little bit. That's kind of handy, you know. But the power to weight is fucking hella high now. It went from 22 to 32. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. So that looking good, man. Looking good. Tier 10 is a T100 LT, 280 free XP, or XP in the lightweight. Fully equipped, there's nothing to unlock after that. Let's buy that as well. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is the flat one, the T100 LT. So what do we got? Stock, without anything added to it. 2300 DPM, seems pretty high. 1500 HP. Third armor 180, but it's like crazy angles. The frontal hull is 100. It's pretty damn good for a scout. Aiming time 1.92.
Sup? Hype!
Horsepower to weight is 48. What the fuck? I think it looks cool, by the way. Toro, thanks for the 8 months, man. I don't know if say hello yet to Catus, but thanks for the sub as well. What the fuck is this power to weight? 48? 32 to 48 in one tier. Ah, damn. Well, let's mount all the memes. I wonder what the base free range is. 410. It's not as crazy as some of the other scouts at tier 10. I think I've seen way higher than that. What's up with all the low shell counts everywhere? Should probably change this to normal because I actually don't have that much gold. Let's put some camo on it. So 230 base pen, 248. So the pen seems really low on all the scouting so far. At least the premium pen. 320. Dispersion is like super high. 0.44 is crazy. 2-second aiming time. So we got 1600 DPM on this. It's actually less than lightweight. 230 base pen is obviously pretty nice. 248 premium pen is really low compared to what they give tier 10s in usually. But again, like with freaking 47 power to weight, 72 top speed, 25 reverse, and 58 reverse, like you can run circles around people. Easy peasy, I think. So the pen should be less of an issue then. Oh, AP is premium ammo. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's good for longer distances because AP loses less pen over distance than APCR, as far as I know. And again, I think it looks cool. I don't know how cramped the crew is, but I think it looks pretty cool. So, and the T50 you already looked at, so that's the whole line. Let's see if I forgot anything. And it's kind of funny that the T50 is tier 5 now, so we can 3-mark that one if you want. Actually, I'm kind of curious. What was the power to weight in the T50? 20, 60 top speed. That's kind of memes. 45 traverse. But that's with a shit crew. So 51 traverse with 100% crew. And that's without skills. That's kind of memes. If the power to weight was like 30, then we're talking. But still. Alright, so that's the Russians. Looking pretty damn good if you ask me. From just looking at the stats. And again, the people want to see the research probably. So it's 280. The lightweight's gonna be 190. LTB is gonna be 96, almost 100k. The new tier 7 is gonna be 56, and I already have 36 because I was 3-marking that a while ago. That's gonna be easy. I wonder if I should play the lightweight just to grind for the T100 LT, or if I'm just gonna be lazy and just research it right away. Because I already 3-marked the lightweight, so that's gonna be super awkward. I wish I knew about this sooner. Alright, let's take a look at the Germans. We have the Leo tier 5. PK tier 6 still, SPNC. And then we have a weird motherfucker here, the HWK12. An RDU. And I already have the HWK. For already having the RU, I guess. And then we have that guy. I'm actually really hyped for the tier 10, so let's get into it. Take a look at the Germans. Is there anything new in the research department? No, it seems to have the same exact gun. I had a really awkward setup in this. Oh, first steps! They gave everything first steps. I think they gave all the scouts first steps. That's pretty big on lower tiers. Because that was always the thing that made the American scouts so much better, is that they in general had more pen as well, but they also had the first steps going. Again, I already 3-marked this though, but hey. That's the base free range 360. It's a bit meh. But again, I think it can be top tier now, which should be really interesting. First steps on the fucking machine gun, dude. So you don't need like light ball lighters. You can just remove those. Put the fucking first steps on it. That's huge though. On guns like this, that's fucking huge. So with optics, we have 405 base view range. So if we add food, if you want to go to try hard, it's 422 already at tier 5, and I'm pretty sure you can be top tier. So I'm pretty sure the new scouts can be top tier. Like if somebody finds evidence that is against that, let me know. But I'm pretty sure it can be top tier. And as far as I can tell, the gun didn't actually change. So tier 5 lights, Leo. It lost a gun somewhere. Am I looking at the right thing? I am. What's this called? 3 cent. Wait, did it not have this 3 centimeter? Yeah, it did. Okay, my bad. So clip size, it all still the same. 12, 14. That's all the same. Aim time is the same. Dispersion went up slightly. The pen 95. Yeah, that's it's pretty much the same gun. Let's take a look at mobility. 60 is the same. Traverse, reverse speed still the same. Tank traverse actually got buffed, and power to weight is slightly nerfed, as far as I can see. Is there a new engine? No. Look at the 5 centimeter gun. Yeah, let's take a look. What do we got here? 2k TPM. That's pretty good. 100 and 130 pin. 1.7. Oh, that probably got changed. Did it? Did it? Aim time is roughly the same. Dispersion is worse. Rate of fire is worse. So this is nerfed. You're gonna have to run the machine gun still. I think the machine gun's still gonna be way better. It's basically unnerfed as well. It got buffed? Oh, according to Thanks to GG, it didn't. It got nerfed in a lot of cases. The dispersion is higher. Probably the pen got buffed or something silly, but like the machine gun is gonna be king, I think. Yeah, the pen got buffed. It went from 67 to 100. And the premium ammo is the same. It's still 130. It's not a buff, dude. And the rate of fire went down as well. Nope. If you're a real man, you're gonna run the 3 centimeter. Fucking kill some fools. But I really like the scouts are getting first steps. I think that's awesome. That's always the biggest gripe of me playing tier 5s and 6s. It's like the insane aiming times everywhere. It's super derpy. So hopefully that helps, you know. And the VK, I think we're gonna cry a little bit. Yes, we are. Because they took away the derp gun. Wait. Bastards. They get away my derp gun like this. It was like the only thing that was really fun about it. Well, that and you can ram people. Anything else? This is just lame. I want my derp gun back. I had a 10.5 derp gun. It's gone, guys. Wah. 1900 damage per minute though. Base is pretty fucking good. You get the first steps again, of course. Then if we run optics, you will have 418 base view range. So that's all pretty Gucci. I don't think much else has changed. Let me take a look. Top speed actually got nerfed. Went from 68 to 64. Tank traverse is roughly the same. Power to weight went up. That's handy. By 2. So from 24 to 26. That's the horsepower went to 700 instead of 650. And health is actually the same, 610. Exactly the same. Let's just compare these guns then. Let me take this. DPM actually went down a bit. It was 2k before. Dispersion is slightly up, but only by 0.1. Aim time went up. I think the aim time going up on a lot of things is because they get first steps. Right? That's probably the reason. Damage is the same. Base pen went up by a significant amount, from 110 to 132, but the rate of fire went down by a lot, and the premium pen is the same. So overall, I think this is pretty. Overall, this is a nerf, right? We want the derp gun. So I think this guy got it a bit rough. I think this is definitely a nerf overall. I don't think this is more fun at all. So if you have one and you need to get to tier 7, do it now. The derp gun was a lot of fun. So they really fucked it up. Well, fucked it up. If they just give it the derp gun, and keep the buffs to the power to weight, I think that'd be fine. I would love to know the reasoning to throw away the derp though. I guess if it's top tier with the derp and first steps, I mean, that might be a problem, right? That might be a problem. Then again, it had 104 heat pen, so. But still. I mean, that's probably the reason why. If you're top tier with first steps on a derp gun on a fast scout, that's pretty fucked up, I think. Then again, it will also be hella fun, so. Not too sure. Not too sure. But I would love to see it have the derp in some capacity to make it like stand out from all the other things, right? I would love to see that. Alright, so the SP1C, let's take a look. I'm almost willing to bet this didn't change too much because I always thought it was not that great. Let's see. Let's start with the firepower. DPM is exactly the same. Well, aim time is down, but that's because I'm running first steps here. Give me a sec. When I'm running rammer, optics, and a first step. Now this tank already had first steps, so nothing new there. Aiming time went down. As far as I can tell, went from 2.3 to 2.02. Dispersion went down as well. That's got buffed. DPM is slightly lower. That's probably because it doesn't have the autoloader anymore, does it? Yeah, it lost the autoloader. Rip in pepperonis. Then I need to compare this to the non-autoloader. That did get buffed though. In everything except fucking rate of fire. Also lost the 180 pen, went to 158, then 210 instead of 240 heat. So it's some nerfs tier, man. Some pretty big nerfs. But again, it can be top tier, so you know. Overall, some nerfs here for sure. It lost the autoloaders also. Again, it kind of loses its thing of like that made it kind of special. It's way more generic now. It also still didn't get a top speed buff, which is my main gripe with the SP1C. It goes 58. Now that seems like a lot, but for a scout, it really isn't. Power to weight went up though a little bit, 20 to 23. But I would love this thing to go faster. And I think actually, in real life, this thing went faster.
Sub hype.
Captain Tom, thank you for the sub, man. So, I don't know. This is not looking too good, if you ask me. I don't think this tank is looking too hot right now. See if I can find any redeeming features. Same health and everything, of course. I think the fuel range. Let's see. Yeah, fuel it's all the same. I just got nerfed. Basically. Basically just nerfed. Yeah, not looking too hot, the tier 6 and 7. The Leo though, looking pretty good. Being able to be top tier with first steps. It's gonna be memes, I think. Alright, we have a new kid on the block. Holy shit, is it ugly. I also don't like how this guy looks, of course, and this seems more of the same. It's like a fat SPC. I'm guessing it has an autoloader somewhere. Oh, it only gets one gun? Holy shit, it only gets one gun, okay. So if you want to research this, 102k is more than the Russian one, I think, for some reason. Almost 15k for the tracks, almost 15k for the engine. And then I already have the turret. But that's probably because I have the RU, right? This would be 15.4 research cost, so let's just put everything on it. Only has one gun, that's interesting. SB1C bigger brother, yeah, basically. So again, you gotta want first steps, you know what the rammer. And let's take a look at the base fuel range. Is 410. That's pretty good. You can probably get away pretty easily with 410 to not run optics. But I think most people still will run optics instead of food and bros and arms. So for the sake of that, let's give it the generic lineup of fire extinguisher beams. There we go. Not an autoloader. It looks really derpy. What kind of gun do we have? 180 base pen, 250 premium pen. That's a pretty big difference compared to most other scouts, and heat as well. That's pretty damn good. You know, fighting tier 7s with a gun like that. 2300 DPM with rammer. It's, you know, decent, I guess. 2-second aiming time is really nice. Dispersion is pretty damn good compared to a lot of the other scouts we saw. 0.36, that's, you know, that's decent. Minus 10 gun depression is nice. Absolutely no armor, of course, because it's like an SP1C. It almost looks like it can't have a traversable turret, but I'm pretty sure it does, of course. But it almost looks like it's just stuck there. Oh, it has 35 power to weight. SP1C, 23. That's a huge, huge difference. 65 top speed. See, that's more like it. 45 traverse. Actually, a little bit lower than tier 7, but it doesn't matter too much there. The power to weight is huge. A lot more power to weight. Top speed above 60. It's good. This tank is looking pretty good, man. So we got 451 fuel range, and that's without chocolate still. So you can go higher than that. You can also have Rust Arms, of course, and all the fuel range memes here. I think you can run without optics. You can probably run vents on it pretty damn easily. Even if you don't have the best of crews, you can probably run it without optics. So this is pretty much what the SP1C always wanted to be at tier 7. But at least we got this version, I guess. I really don't think the tier 7 or the tier 6 are very good now. But this guy is looking like a pretty good tank. Yeah, 14 frontal hull. It actually it's more than the SP1C with 10. Yes. The power to weight is huge. Top speed is huge. Gun looks pretty damn good. It still looks retarded though. I'm not gonna lie. Looks retarded. Looks retarded. Oh, actually, you know what we should do? Because this is one of the things I'm really curious about. I'm gonna compare this to the premium Bulldog now. Let's do a comparison here, boys. Because I don't think the GF actually got changed. Again, have 3 marks. I don't think this guy got changed at all. Did it? Wait, I need to check. Check the old one. Tier 8 lights. GF. I actually don't think it got changed at all. 2700 DPM, boys. Yeah, I'm running premium food. What I'll do is add to compare, and then configure, and then do 100% crew, and then lose all the memes. We'll keep this on because I think that's on the. Oh, actually, I should run optics to compare it to the other one. That's all the same. 100% crew, apply, and then this with 100% crew as well. Throw all of this away. And probably should put camo on it. Compare it. Okay. So what do we got? Yeah, a little bit more armor. Doesn't really matter though. mobility. Engine power. So the power to weight is significantly better on the tier 8 than the
Sup?
regular one.
Hype!
Team Moraine, thanks for the 3 months, man. Time flies when you're having fun, indeed. Concealment as well, huge difference. And spotting, also better for the normal tier 8. The DPM though is a pretty big deal. But all in all, the new tier 8 doesn't seem too bad next to it. If not, like the new tier 8 is definitely a lot better at scouting things than the GF ever will be. So that's good. The GF won't be like super OP. I don't think the GF got changed at all though. But if it gets to do matchmaking, that's pretty good for the GF. So, yeah, no, GF looking still... That's going to be really dope. Put the same tank in better matchmaking, basically. Or you have the chance of getting better matchmaking. Look at the gun depression. It's -8 on the Bulldog, but wasn't it always -8? Yeah, it was always -8. It is -10 on this guy. But that's the same as S1C, so that's no real big difference. -10 is nice, though. And this is definitely a better scouting tank than the GF. The GF will still have, you know, making premium money and get better matchmaking.
Hype!
Nikolai, thanks for the 9 months, man. Double figure soon, boys. Yeah. So, you know, let's give it like this, I guess. But with the tier 8s being practically the same as the old tier 8s.
Sup? Hype!
That's pretty significant, because that means that the tier 9 and 10 scouts are going to be, like, fucking sick, right? Yes, Gordon, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, man. Welcome. Anyway, the RU. My favorite tier 8. Scout tank. What happened to it? Doesn't have any research? Nope. What happened to it? So this is the setup I had for it. Oh, wait. 215 base spend now. Again, let me compare this. Uh, 215 base spend. That went up for sure. Rate of fire is the same. Aiming time is the same. Dispersion got a little bit worse, but 35 to 36, nothing big. 250 pin. How much was it on the old one? That's 250 as well. Yeah, looking good, man. Looking good. Practically just like the lightweight. Almost no changes. 1400 hit points though. 200 up. Still goes... Oh, it got nerfed in the top speed. No, it goes 70 instead of 80 now. Awkward. 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 Awkward, guys. That's... Oh, I mean, 70 is still really good, but 80 was like memes, dude. Reverse still the same. Reverse went up, actually. Power to weight. Holy shit, the power to weight is a lot better. Went from 24 to 34. So, are you really going to notice the 10 kilometer difference? I don't think so. With that power to weight, you're going to be blasting fools. Like, you're going to run around like an idiot, just like you were in the old one. Does it have the meme HE? Yes, it does. 102 average spend. That's really dope that it keeps that. That's awesome. What's the base range? 420. Ooh, fake niche. 420. Then you can definitely run something else. I don't even know what you want. Maybe vents. So with chocolate and vents, you have 447, which is slightly above max free range, but that will not... Like, if you keep the optics, that's good for anti-scouting. So, you know, you can still run with that, of course. But 447, no bros and arms, no crew skills either. Important. No crew skills either. So I don't think you need to run optics, unless it's going to be like few range wars, where you need sick amounts of fuel range to fuck with the other scouts. Just for the memes. Wait, just for the memes. Let me just add this guy to comparison. And configure this bad boy and give it resident arms situational awareness. Camo recon. Food. And then optics. 520. 520. Now, if you're a patient saint and you would run freaking binos. Can you imagine? 1-2 line Fury Assailant and you're in the bush really quickly. 600 fuel range. Also, we're nearing 3k DPM with this setup. Holy shit. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, of course. Yes, yeah.
Right.
No, it's fine. So that's really that's what the fuck. Rip the camo memes. Almost 600 fuel range if you're in a stationary in a bush. That's fucking bananas. You're gonna spot everything. You're gonna spot the next map that hasn't loaded in yet. I mean, you will still not spot people outside of the 445, but you will negate a fuck ton of camo within the 445. To the point where it gets fucking crazy, I think. That's pretty nuts. I'm pretty sure some people are gonna run with that, or optics and binos, just to fuck with people. Alright, it's almost 300k there for this little duder. Roman out crew. No secondary options. This is the one I'm really looking forward to because it's like a bigger RU. It's also in size, it's slightly bigger, but nothing crazy. Minus 10 gun repression. Oh. I think it looks cool as well. Like, it looks decent. I wonder if it has more depression along the sides. What's the base range in this? 430. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's just put optics on it. Alright, we don't have food yet. 473. This is stock. There's no crew, no nothing. That's nuts, dude. The fuel ranges are insane. No ammo, though. Like, absolutely none. You have 30 shells. 30. Looks cool. Definitely looks cool. I'm pretty sure I'm just seeing through the tank now, by the way. It's a nice model. 30 shells is really low, though. What did we get for it? 105, 390 alpha, 1.9 aiming. Dispersion is decent. Nothing crazy, though. 242 and 280. And that is Ipsarn and Heat. Heat is actually kind of nice in this situation, because up close, you're just going to be able to run circles around people. So. Tomash, thanks for 2 months, man. And the Heat doesn't lose span over distance, so you can actually snipe people with it. Pretty sick values here. What's the TPM? 2656. That's also really good. Power to weight of 43. 43. 1100 engine power. Holy shit. Top speed 75. Traverse 56. Holy shit. This is insane. This is actually insane. Like, yeah, obviously you have absolutely no armor. 1600 hit points is decent. Holy shit. That's pretty insane. If you compare this to the old RU, the old RU that's on the live service now is 24, almost 25. And that already felt pretty beastly. This little dude now is fucking 43, man. 43. Holy shit. We're never gonna play some of this. Can't wait. I like this more than the Russian setup, I think. Or like just looking at the stats. Pretty insane. Pretty damn insane. Alright, what's the next nation? America. Germans. So, quick overview of the Germans actually. I think the tier 6 and 7 are real stinkers now. Tier 5 is absolutely fine. Tier 8 looks really, really good. The tier 9 looks perfectly fine. And then tier 10 looks insane. And the Bulldog is just going to be a bit more of a bruiser than a scout compared to the other guy. But still perfectly fine with the new matchmaking. It's going to be even better with the new matchmaking, I think. Yeah, insane. Insane. Alright, let's take a look at America. What do we got? Tier 5 Cheffies. Probably lost some base spend and everything. The first step's not going to be new either. So, that's a bit rip. So, let me compare this. Tier 5. America. So, what do we get? We have nerfs in the gun, for sure. Lost some significant DPM here. A pretty significant DPM, actually. If I fully kit this guy out on thanks to GG. So, we're losing, like, 500 DPM. 500 DPM, that's pretty fucking big. Same tier still. 500 DPM. The aim time got a lot better though. 1.5 instead of 1.8. God, why are my barracks always full? Send these dudes away. So, aiming time got a lot better. Dispersion, though. The dispersion is fucking Russia levels. 0.44. That's insane. That's actually insane. You're gonna aim faster, but your shots are gonna be so much derpier. I can't even. 0.44. That's way too much, man. What the fuck? I mean, DPM should still be fine with new matchmaking. But dispersion? Like, really? Alright, it's KP2, man. Like, what? Don't really agree with that too much. Health went down from 440 to 360. All stuff is still the same. Top speed 62. Actually, in nerf, it went 77, apparently. Can't even remember that thing going 77, but okay. Power to weight is up 26. Traverse is the same. It got 40 more horsepower, so the power to weight is better. Fuel range wise, 370. That's a nerf. It was 390 before. It seems like all the tier 5s have 370, so. All in all, you have to, like, it's really hard to give, like, a final answer, sort of, because, like, new benchmaking. All in all, I still think this is gonna be fine. I just really don't agree with the dispersion. Like, what the fuck? But yeah. Looks decent, man. Looks decent. Looks perfectly workable still. Yeah, looks fine. Looks fine. Oh, the M7. Wait, the M7... M7 was always pretty much a medium, better than a light. Wasn't it a medium? Wait, am I confused now? Wait, let me check. Wasn't the M7 a medium tank? Tier 5 mediums. Yeah, it was always a medium, so it's a light tank now. That's cool. So it has the camo on the move and everything, so that's pretty big changes. M7. So, probably gun nerfs in DPM 105. Oh, actually, pen went up by a significant amount. Am I looking at the correct gun? Or no, wait, I was looking at a 6-pounder that was really dumb on this. Yeah, that's this gun. Okay. So DPM 500 less. Hot damn. Yeah, it was always a medium tank. I'm just saying, if it's a light tank now, officially, that means it has camo on the move, which is big. 380 fuel range. Why does it have 380 fuel range? Why does it get 10 more than the Cheffy? That's weird. And it's pretty big as well. 10 meters is a lot for base. But DPM is like 1600 right now. Although I don't have rubber and stuff yet. So. Third steps, of course, didn't have that before. Lost some health for being what's going to be a scout now. Armor is the same. Doesn't really matter though. It's a big target as well. So what kind of horsepower do we have now? 25, 60 top, 50 traverse. 50 traverse, pretty big. And part of the way, it's almost 26, so that's decent still. Well, it looks fine. Pen is a bit weird though. Like 170, 105 to 170 is pretty big. Difference. Again, the dispersion is like retarded. And the aiming time is way longer, so. This is weird, man. I feel like Cheffy's probably gets the better out of this. But, again, new matchmaking, first steps, gonna make a pretty big difference. Looks decent for a tier 5, man. Looks decent. Of course, the Americans have like a shit ton of scouting, so the T21. Oh, please. Please buff the T21. Just do it. Just do it. Tier 6. What do we got? Mostly top speed, unchanged, 57. Wait, how does the M7 go? 60. Yeah, I want to go 60 in my T21, dog. See, I think the DPM is nerfed again. TPM definitely nerfed. Dispersion is actually better. 0.36. See, that's more like it. And then aiming time went down a little bit as well. So, less DPM. But still pretty damn good. 600 hit points. Same.
Sup hype.
Yes, the dispersion on this is awesome. Like I really don't get why the Cheffy is 0.44. That doesn't make any sense. 65 traverse. Holy shit.
Sup hype.
I mean, I don't know how much of that you're gonna be able, you're gonna use. You're still only gonna go 57, so. I'd much rather go like 65 with 50 traverse than go 57 with 65 traverse, but 65 is pretty fucking insane. I only played one game in it on the live server, aced it and everything, so. Is it also HD now? It is definitely HD. It's not HD on the live, is it? I want to say it's not, because I don't remember having this machine gun here. I don't remember this machine gun. I think it's a new HD model. I could be wrong, though. Ikilu, thanks for the 9 months, and I'm the guy. Thank you for the 2 months, man.
Sup hype.
What do we got? Power to weight, it's all kind of the same. Tech the first was always insane, by the way. It was 62 on life, so. A little bit more engine power, so power to weight is better. Blaze, thanks for the 16 months, man. Decent, right? Looks decent. I wonder how good it is compared to the T-37, which is pretty much god tier. See if I can clear these. Yeah, seeing. Let's just do it like this. wasn't running a gun rammer on that thing. Did I fuck up here at all? Cola. Cola here. Nope.
Sup hype.
I did this, man. Thanks for the sub, man. Thanks for 6 months. Yeah, look pretty solid. Way more DPM than the T-37 for some godforsaken reason. I never get that. Barge weight is pretty much the same, but it goes 65 instead of 57. And yeah, you have less traverse, but trust me, you much rather would have been T-37 still. As far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, I think you still want to be in a T-37. -9 gun depression, is that a nerf? Was that a nerf? No, it always had 9, okay. I thought it had 10 for some reason. American tanks almost always have 10 degrees, so. Lost a bit of health, 70 health. Top speed went down by 1. Power to weight got a lot better though. Tank to first, also a little bit better. Free range, 385, I think that's the same. Yeah, that's the exact same. T-57 still looks baller. Way better, as far as I can tell, way better than, for example, the tier 6 of the Germans. That looked really crappy, actually. Probably got less pen and stuff like that. Yeah, 126 is a lot lower than I remember it to be. Yeah, so the pen definitely got nerfed. It was 150 and 200, basically, 199. 126, 160. That's pretty big. That's the 199 was just super sick, right? 199 was super sick, but you also met tier 9s, and you don't meet tier 9s anymore, so. Thanks, Pepsi. So pretty low pen. What's the pen in this? 130, 177. Wait, no, I didn't look at it. Yeah, it's the same. So. And then we only have one tier 7. T71. What did they do to my lovely T71? Still has the autoloader, thank God. Definitely pen nerfs here. 145, 210, APCR, and heat, that's still fine. DPM actually went. No, that's because of vents. I think this tank looks mostly the same actually. Dispersion went down, aiming time went down. No wait, aiming time went up. It's because of the. I need to look at these stats and the one here. It's because of the first steps and ventilation and stuff like that. 2 seconds before, you know, within the clip, that's still the same. That didn't get nerfed or anything. Aim time is a slight nerf. Reload 20, that's the same, I think. No, actually got nerfed a little bit, but 1 second. So basically, the pen got nerfed. Power to weight went slightly up. Top speed is the same. Traverse went up by 4. So mostly the same actually, and that's kind of nuts considering it has better matchmaking. 400 base free range is also really nice. Had it at the old tier 7 as well. Yeah, 145 pen is not a lot, but you're not gonna meet higher tiers. You can be top tier even. Like 145 tier 7 is low. 210 is perfectly fine though, but this heat, like ice trees and shit, will be super annoying, right? Ah, you will meet tier 9s in this tier 7, of course. That is kind of shitty. I really wonder how new matchmaking is going to influence this. Because it might look shit now, but it might be perfectly fine with new matchmaking. Because there's going to be 3 top tier, 5 mid tier, and 7 bottom tier. So if you're bottom tier, you know, you will only meet 3 tier 9s. At the worst. So, still looks really good. T71 looks awesome. Obviously, you guys missed one at tier 7. Because the Bulldog is now the tier 8. So, probably got some buffs. Still has an autoloader. 175 pen, 220, 210. So, I'm going to compare this to the tier 7 Bulldog, though. This might be a little bit unfair. I don't know. The tier 7 is really, really good. Let's see. We don't have time for completing 36 seconds. Holy shit. That's actually a nerf. A little bit. 2 seconds, but still. 2 seconds between shooting. That's still the same. Still 10 shots. Dispersion got nerfed. 0.4 now. Aiming time, it's a little bit nerfed. Pen, 175 aim star, and then 210, that's still the same. It's all the old pen values. Slight nerfs there, slight nerfs. What do we get in return? We get 90 more health. Power to weight, holy shit, went from 22 to 32. And I never found the Bulldog to be a slow tank at all. Engine power went up significantly from 550 to 800. Traverse, roughly the same. Top speed, actually slight nerf, 72 to 68. Whiskey Leech, thanks for the 5 months, man. It has 8 degrees of gun depression. Was that always 8? Yeah, it was. The things you learn. Base range is 400. That's the same still. Still looking really fucking strong. The non-auto loader. Let's see here. Same pen. Ooh. Reload of 4 seconds. Wait a minute.
Sup hype.
Still not a bad gun, the non-auto loader. 14 rate of fire. Cold Cast, thank you for the 5 months, man. Like, if this reload was slightly faster to where it was almost the old Bulldog. The non-outlander looks decent as well. Looks decent. We basically got the late version, aka the tier 8 version of it. Decent. I still think that running the outload is probably going to be the way to go forward, though. Got more damage. Wait, what? Oh yeah, 150 and 170. You're absolutely right. Still. 170 is a weird alpha, by the way. Did we have 170 alpha guns before? Pretty, still looks really good. I still think people are gonna run the autoloader though. The autoloader's gotta be super strong. Imagine top tier Bulldog game. So there's only 2 other tier 8s. You're fighting 3 other tier 8s. You're fighting 5 tier 7s. 5 tier 7s. And fucking 7 tier 6s. With this clip. That does 150 times 10. So 1500. You can clip people for 1500. So, new matchmaking, keep that in mind. Anyway, the T49, they actually gave it back the derp gun. They gave it a 90 mil, and then people complained. And now it has the derp gun again. Alongside the 90 mil. Imagine 1-1-13 matchmaking. There is nothing like that. Why is my camo gone, by the way? That's kind of weird. Compare this to the T49. P49. Actually, wait, let's check. I'm mostly curious about this. So, dispersion still high as balls. Aiming time went up. What the fuck? Wait, what? It actually got nerfed. The derp gun actually got nerfed. It's actually less accurate, more aiming, and you shoot slightly slower. What the fuck? The cameras of tier 8 got refunded in gold. Okay. That's a weird way of doing things. Top speed got nerfed to 65 instead of 72. Power to weight went up significantly though. 24 to 36. Tank to first, pretty much the same. Obviously got a bit more health, doesn't really matter. Camo, few range, what's the few range now? 420 instead of 400, that's a pretty big buff. Considering that the tier 7s have 400, going to 420 at tier 8 is pretty damn fucking good. Let's take a look at the other gun. So got 212 base spend, 250, 0.4. Like, why is the dispersion so high in some of these things? I really don't like that too much. And you got almost 3,000 DPM, and that's without food. Holy shit. Does it still have the HE memes? Does it have high pen HE? No, it doesn't. Boo. Boo. I want high pen. Damn it. This I don't think this. Like, you're gonna run the derp simply for derp memes and nothing else, but the 90 mil is almost 3k DPM. Like, there's no contender here. You gotta take the other gun. You gotta take the 90 mil if you're serious about it. If you want to have some fun, sure, get the derp gun, but 90 mil, dog. It's the latest craze. Looks a bit weird though, but yeah. Looks like a really good tank though. And getting the 420 few range. It's also pretty good. Yeah, it has an IPCR now instead of like the weird HE. I just wish it had high pen HE, like the RU, but then again, the RU's unique stuff would be a little bit fucked, I guess. All in all, looks pretty damn fucking good. And now we have a new tank, the Sheridan. Oh, baby. What? I want to research it though. What's this? What's this? 229. They're really expensive to research compared to some of the other tanks, I think. Mostly the same, I guess. Oh, and this also has 2 gun choices. And I already saw that it has the derp gun still as well. The Durpun. First stabs, of course. Gun rammer, of course. A lot of choices in little things. What do you put on it? Do you put gun rammer first or the first stab first? That's pretty much the only thing you got going for you. It looks dank though. The model definitely got upgraded. 430 view range. Holy shit. Do you even run optics at this point? For the sake of it, we're just gonna run optics anyway. For that anti-scout. Not gonna run any food just yet. So, also has the derp gun. I'm kind of wondering. Let's just take a look at this first, though. So it's a 105, which means 390 alpha. 0.4 dispersion, really high. Aiming time 1.7 is super sick. Like, that's really fucking good. And with this setup, it's 0.38 dispersion. Obviously, better cruise and stuff. Gonna bring that down. What do we got going for us? 40 power to weight, 65 top speed. Not the speediest of memes. Has more fuel range though. That's kind of interesting. Hull armor of 14, but I'm guessing this thing might actually kind of work against heat or some bullshit. Since they made the Swedish TDs work like that, I don't know if this might count like that. Looks decent. I still think the German one is better, but let's take a look at the derp gun stats though, because if these stats are sick, that's gonna be fun,
Sup?
right?
Hype!
Arbiter Flux, thanks for the 15 months, man. More subs for the meme god. Thank you so much, then. So rate of fire went up. That's good, but not by like sickening amounts, sadly. Let's put the gun on there. Okay. So you got a reload time of 17.26 with a gun rammer, 10 degrees gun depression, dispersion of 0.51. That's almost a whole point better than the tier 9. Aiming time of 3.16 is pretty good. I mean, it's still a derp gun. What's the heat pen? Wait. 152. Yeah. 152. A little bit better pen on the premium HE. You probably want to run vents if you're gonna run the derp gun, especially. It's gonna fuck with your scouting capabilities though, but keeping the gun a little bit more under control. Aim time to 3. That's not bad for a gun like this. Dispersion of 0.5. And reload slightly below 17. And remember, you can still add browser arms and food if you really want to go that far. But it's the same gun. You just get a little bit more rate of fire, a little bit better handling, but not more alpha or anything. Would be sick if this was like a rate of fire of 4 or something. That'd be fucking bananas. But yeah, it's gonna be a weird one. It's gonna be a weird one. You're gonna get so annihilated by the Germans, though. The Germans with the this the tier 10 FHE memes. Oh, why does this not have more? Fuck. But 53, right? 53 versus 53 versus 14 and 31. Then again, HE is not gonna work frontally though. It still works in the turret if you get a good side. If you get the side of these things, you get blown the shit up. Remember, Japanese heavies? They're gonna blow you up in one shot. 1600. You can actually get one shot. It looks hideous, but this is how they kind of looked, the early prototype thingies. As far as I know. So this is a weird one. This is a weird one. I still think German one reigns fucking supreme for me personally. But the American one looks fine. Looks fine for what it is. Alright, the French ones. For the Vive la France. Have they buffed the 1375? That's the real question. Have they buffed it? It's still there at tier 7. You might have to actually buy it. Feels bad, man. Even though it's Desticon. They have a Batchat 12T. That's going to be interesting. A 1390 and a 13105. ELC is still at tier 5. Oh boy. Oh boy. Still at tier 5. I wonder if they nerfed it at all. Still has 240 alpha. Uh-oh. 90 mil still. Pen definitely got nerfed though. 120 to 150. Dispersion is still really high. Aiming time is still really high. Damage per minute is like down the drain. It's 1200. But it wasn't. It was never about the DPM anyway. It was about, you know, booming and zooming. I'd have heard that the turret is actually fully rotatable now, so that's pretty big. Did the speed get nerfed or buffed? Same power to weight, a little bit less top speed. The first speed actually got buffed. The first got buffed. That's kind of memes. 380. I actually got more view range. Why the fuck? Oh no, it didn't. Wait, what? Did it get nerfed in view range? No, it has the same. Okay. Oh, it's because of food and vents. I got confused. So it has the same view range, fully traversable turret, less button, same everything else. It has less HP. Okay. Wow, 80 less XP. You're still not gonna get spotted. You're still gonna shoot fools for 240. You're still gonna run circles around them, and now you also have a turret. Because like all the health was never the issue of an ELC. It's shooting them, which is really hard because these tanks are tiny as balls, and now it has more traverse, more power to weight, and the fact that they can blast you for 240 at tier 5. And remember, new matchmaking. So it's still gonna be like super good, I think. I almost think it's a little bit too good. But again, new matchmaking, we're gonna have to see how it works out. I think it might actually be a little bit too OP. Oh, only the 75 can rotate. Okay. But like, who the fuck is gonna take the 75? Answer: no one. I think. Yeah. That's that first. Oh, lord. Oh god. And that's first steps now. Oh god. Lord have mercy on the tier 5s, dude. ELC AMX top tier. Good luck spotting it, dude. Good fucking luck spotting any of these. First step on the fucking 90 mil. Oh god. Lord have mercy, dude. I think this is gonna be way too good. Because it's almost not nerfed. It has less hit points, but you're still not gonna see it. It has less spend, sure, but it sees less dangerous enemies. Good. I think the DLC is gonna be OP as shit. That's my prediction. I already think it's OP now, but it's gonna reach new levels, I think. Go for us. The HP doesn't matter, dog. If you were spotted in DLC and somebody actually manages to shoot you, you are already fucked anyway. That 80 health is not gonna matter, dude.
Sup hype.
Enemy sighted. Thanks to 11 months, man. The health is not gonna matter, guys. Trust me. It's not gonna matter. Like, the only thing that might be awkward is the low pen, right? 150. That's APCR. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with the new matchmaking coming in. I know I keep repeating myself there, but it's gonna be weird. I really like, though, motherfucking footsteps on everything. I like that. Especially the French can benefit greatly from that. Don't need the awkward fucking gun-laying drives that don't do anything, basically. What do we got here? Autoloader. Ooh, 4 shells, 20-second reload. I like these memes. Do I like these memes? Not really. And it actually loses 2 shells in the mag, but it has the same reload speed. Dispersion went up as well. Why are all these guns suddenly derp guns? Aiming time went down a little bit, though. The aiming time going down and dispersion going up, like, is really awkward, because you already have the first stab, so the aiming time means less. Why the fuck? So this is definitely nerf, right? 2 less shells for every reload. It's pretty damn big. Mobility went up pretty significant from 20 to 26, because it has 80 more horsepower. Traverse slightly better. Top speed still the same. Yeah, not very good. The gun nerf is pretty significant, I think. And I really don't like the dispersion. What do you have? Gun depression went up, though, from 4 to 6. That's nice. Bit more comfortable, right? Bit more comfortable. Hit points went only down by 20. So, that's okay. But, yeah, weird gun. Weird gun. That's gonna be awkward, dude. It's gonna be awkward. 1200 DPM. Can you really clip fools? Not really. It's gonna be awkward. I think it's gonna be a really awkward clip now. 135, 4 shells, tier 6. I don't know, fam. I don't know. The fuel range go up? Probably not, I'm guessing. 380, no, it's still the same. Tier 7. Did it get a buff? Did it get a buff? The shittiest fucking scout at tier 7. Outshined by things like ELCs. Like, no tomorrow. Did it get a buff? I already see a huge firepower nerf. That's a nice beam. Oh, it has new guns. Buffs? Did it get buffs? 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 No, it's all just stuff I haven't bought yet. I cry. Right, well, damage minute went down again. I'm guessing it got the same treatment. 4 shells again. 14-second reload. Instead of a 15.3 reload for 6 shells. That's pretty big. 144 base pen. It's still the same. 202 is still the same. Dispersion went up again. Aim time went down to 2, which is really nice. Because again, motherfucking first steps, boys. 2 seconds for between shots. That's still the same as well. So definitely got nerfed here. Let's hope the mobility is buffed. And it is. It actually is. The power to weight is not complete fucking shite. It went up by almost 7 power to weight. From 19 to 26. Top speed is still the same, but power to weight is gonna be huge, right? That's a pretty big difference.
Hype!
Rusher, thanks to the sub, man. Thanks to the 3 months. Tank first is still the same. Gun depression 6. Still the same. So, nerf and DPM buffs everywhere else. 390. 390. So, yeah. DPM nerf, but you can actually shoot things now because of the first steps and the aiming time. However, you're less accurate, so awkward, I guess. Good question. Does the 1357 get first steps? Oh, fucking PogChamp. 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 Because I'm pretty sure this little dude did not get nerfed or buffed or anything. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same tank. But we're gonna have first steps. Oh, fucking PogChamp, boys. I'm probably like the only guy that really likes to fuck around with this thing every once in a while. Fucking PogChamp. First step is huge, man. For a tank like this, with a fucking 1 second interchamber shit. PogChamp! Fucking PogChamp! Power away is still shit, but it was always shit. Let me check though. Just to be sure. Yeah, power away was always this shit. I did the first. Yeah, I didn't get nerfed or buffed or anything because it's premium, right? But it has first steps now. I'm actually pretty excited. Better matchmaking, first steps. What? What? That's pretty PogChamp if you ask me, boys. That is pretty PogChamp.
Hype!
Captain Badger, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, man. Alright, so the GF is looking pretty sexy now. It's still awkward with like low power to weight, don't get me wrong, but a lot better. 3075, it's gonna be better at actually scouting, which is nice. A shittier DPM, it's more about, you know, it's definitely a buff, right? Definitely not as shit as it used to be. The DPM nerf is quite big, but the scouting is gonna be so much better. Holy awkward shit. We're at the tier 8, which is new. The batch chucked to the all. 12T. So if you have the 1390 already, you're gonna get this for free. And that's all across the board. For those who didn't notice it earlier, if you have an RU, you get the HWK. If you... one thing that was weird though, I think I had to research the LTG. That's kind of weird. But I did not need to research the HWK, I don't think. And of course the Americans have all the same. You have to research the Sheridan, of course. Altignon. Alright, what the fuck is this? Is it fully upgraded? Let's take a look. No, it's not. Radio. So engine 16.4. Traxxas 18.2. The tank itself is 107 if you want to save up. And 18k for the other gun. Do we get a slot with the tanks as well? I think so. If we get the tanks, you get the garage slots. Don't quote me on this. I'm pretty sure you do, though. It would make sense, right? Chaos on Earth, thanks for the good price up there. What do we got? What did they have in store for us here? Absolutely no DPM is what they have in store for us. Damage is 170. 170 pen, 220 pen, 20-second reload for 4 shells. 2.3 aiming. Dispersion is pretty nice base compared to a lot of other things we've seen. Awkward, man. Like DPM really low. This is the public test, not the sandbox. This is the next patch that is coming to live servers. Two seconds. So that's really weird. DPM fucking trash, pretty much. You can't clip.
Sup?
Hype. At least you can hit things, though. James Caswell, thanks for the sub, man. Again, first steps, awesome. I'm gonna run optics. What's the base free range? 390. And put vents in there, I guess. Because you don't have a rammer. So 1600 DPM is not the greatest. Can you really do things? Can you really do a lot with this? 4 shells, 170 damage. I'm not really convinced at the moment. Doesn't have gun depression, 6 only. It's pretty big as well. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's like the fucking delusions. It's not that big. Never mind. Never mind, it's not that big. It looked kind of big in the garage. My bad. It's actually perfectly fine. But yeah, what else do we have here mobility-wise? 32 power to weight, 68 top speed. That's nice. Power to weight, the engine power 400 seems really low for tier 8. Not too impressed at the moment, but I might be underestimating the clip in new matchmaking. But I think you will get destroyed by almost all of the other tier 8s. I think. Wait, let me take a look. Like, a bulldog will shit on you, right? 1500. Can he clip you? Yeah, easy. A bulldog can easily clip you. That's weird that the bulldog clip did not get fucked, but the French outloaders do get fucked. That's weird. The other tier 8 was this guy. Yeah, I don't know. The French tier 8 does not look that good at the moment. Doesn't look too good. Which is a little bit sad. A little bit. $32 power to weight. Yeah, I know. 32 power to weight is, you know, getting there, but compared to other tier 8s. So how much is this? 32. The Bulldog, 33, almost 34. I'm pretty sure the German one is a lot more. Has fucking 35, so the power to weight on the French one is nothing to write home about. I mean, it's decent, but compared to others, it's man. So not looking too good. Not looking too good here, if I'm honest. Not looking too good. So far, I still think the ELC is going to be really fucking good. The 12T, awkward. 3075. At least I can actually scout now. I'm actually really pretty hyped for this little dude. Anyway, let's take a look at the 3090, which is now the tier 9. Do we have any new research? Nothing at all. I'm guessing this also is going to be 4 shots. Tier 8. 1390. Ooh, a TPM went up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are these 1390 buffs I'm seeing? What do we got? 205, 248. That seems pretty damn decent. 4 shells again, but 23-second reload for 240 alpha this time around. I am a pretty for me personally, this is more fun than a 40-second reload 6 shots. But some people are probably going to view this as a nerf, and the DPM is still really low compared to the other tier 9s. Can you really clip anything? Can you really clip anything? There's some. I think you can clip a bunch of tier 8 TDs. You can clip tier 8 lightings with this, right? Am I miscounting? I should probably not do math on stream. You can like almost clip tier 8. You can almost clip tier 8. Does it fit a first step? So far all the scouts have first step, so I'm guessing, yep, this guy as well. The pen buff obviously needs it, because it's, you know, that's nice. 205 at tier 9, still not crazy. 1200 hit points. Power to weight actually went down. What the fuck? It's still better than the current 1390, don't get me wrong, but 31 power to weight compared to some of the other tier 9s we've seen is really low. 64 top speed is normal. The first is normal. Base view range of 400. Also, like, nothing crazy good, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this too much. I really don't like the current 1390, and I think I'll like this 1390 a whole lot more. Especially with like first steps, it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah. Like, if you're top tier, it's still gonna be kind of memes to have a clip like this. I'll definitely play this any day of the week over the current tier. So yeah. But comparing it to the other tier 9s, I think it's the weaker one at the moment, just looking at stats. This 1390, I think it's going to be perfectly playable. I think it's going to be fine. It's just hard to not view it alongside the other tier 9s. Voodoo, thanks up to the Tribe sub. And QWERTY, thank you so much for the 7 months resub, man. Alright, the tier 10. This one looks really fucking interesting, so I'm really curious. Thank you. This is also new, of course. Let's buy this without the crew. So this is the tier 10. This looks pretty beast. This looks like the 1390 you've bullied, and it comes back after 4 years spending in the gym. That's what it looks like right now. Third steps. Let's just equip this guy, because we're definitely going to play this. Albinos. Obviously, we don't have a gun driver because we're out of the loaders. What do we got? 1400 hit points. The first 42, 68 top speed, 37 specific power to weight. Not crazy high mobility, but still really good. -8 gun depression instead of -6 that most of the other guys had. Yeah, -8. That's nice. You can see how the turret sits a bit more up as well. A cool model. Fuel range, base fuel range is 415. What? That's a weird one. It's good though. So the gun. This better be hella impressive, right? 3 shells.
Sup
For
hype.
390. Major Nerd Fury. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, man. 27-second reload speed is getting a bit long, if you ask me. Still has a 0.4 dispersion, 2.3 aiming time. It's perfectly fine for a gun like this. So 390 for 3 shells. And between loading a shell is 2.73. I really have to play this. It seems okay. Still, it's a weird gun, man. At tier 10? How many shells do we get? 33. Okay. How many are ever gonna shoot AG with this on this limited capacity? 2200 DPM is obviously really low, but how many times are you gonna be able to shoot all of your shots in a row? Almost never, right? I'm kind of thinking this might be a bit too long, but I'll have to play it later today. Everything else seems decent. Definitely worse than the other tier 10s in a lot of things like the power to weight. Which is a pretty big deal, right? If everything else is gonna go way faster. Pen rates are good though. Or, well, good. 280. That's heat as well. It's a bit awkward. "27 seconds. Yeah, I don't know. I really have to play this one. It looks okay-ish. So far, the French seem the least fun / buffed out of all of them. We have one more tangle, I think, right? We got these duders. The Chinese. No new tier 5. So the tier 8 stays tier 8. Then we have a new one at tier 9 and 10. So that should be fairly interesting. That's true, that's true. You can run foods and resin arms and everything still. But just looking at the base stats, it is what it is. Also, that's the Type 64 get first steps. Because that would be nuts. And I think it does. Oh, baby. And again, I'm pretty sure this didn't get nerfed. Because it's a premium. And if a premium gets nerfed, there's usually a whole thing that people want their money back and stuff like that. So yeah. First steps on the Type 64. That's pretty gnarly. I think the Type 62 always had first steps. Yeah, it always had first steps. But Type 64, this is a really big deal. This is huge. This is a really big deal, actually. This is pretty nuts. 128, 177. You get better matchmaking. You can be top tier. 20, going almost up to 2600 DPM. That's pretty insane. Like, it's already a pretty damn insane tank without first steps. First steps is probably one of the biggest noticeable things you can give a tank. Like, first steps is huge. Anyway, the other tier 6. I think we have really sad news. It no longer has an autoloader, boys. Wah, wah, wah. I'm kind of sad about that, actually. I wish it kept in any capacity. Also, first steps, though. I wish it kept the autoloader in some way, shape, or form. I think that would have been really cool. And like DPM wise, if you compare this to the Type 64, I think Type 64 is gonna fucking run circles around everyone, DPM wise. But yeah, let's just focus on the non-premium for now. What do we got here? 148, 180, 115, 2. Again, like derpy as fuck. Aim time is nice though. Let's take a look. Tier 6. China. So I think for the most part this is the same. This has third steps now. So 600 hit points. Slight buff there actually. Power to weight. Slight buff. First speed is the same. Actually got slightly buffed for the most part, as far as I can tell. Except in a little bit of DPM. And obviously the pen should be way higher, right? Yeah, the pen is like way better. All in all, pretty nice. It's buffed. It's better. Does that have better view range? 380. That's all the same. Overall, I wish it had the outfloater still. If it had like a buffed outfloater or something like outfloater would be kind of beams if you ask me. But all in all, for people that played with the other gun, 57 is probably still a thing. 189 there. Less DPM though. Overall, perfectly fine, right? I think this actually got buffed for the most part. But, hey. No autoloader. I'm pretty sad. Pretty sad, Jed. Pretty sad. Alright, tier 7. This is actually my favorite one of the entire line. I think the tier 7 is way better than tier 8. Let's take a look. 131. What do we got? Again, DPM nerf, as far as I can tell. Oh, and the damage nerf. Wait, what is going on? Oh, I'm looking at the 100 mil. Alright, what do we got? So, pen is the same. Dispersion, pretty much the same. Aiming time went up. Fuck. Why is the aiming time up? It lost the 100 mil, by the way. Which is fine to me, because I never used it. So DPM is way down. That's a bit sad. Same health. A little bit better power to weight. Same top speed. 390 is still the same. So this is definitely a nerf. It got less DPM. Everything else is pretty much the same. It just got less DPM. That's really sad. I don't think it was that OP, but I guess maybe new matchmaking it might be. Not exactly sure. Should probably compare this to Type 62 though. This is just gonna be. Wait. What do we got here? So this is still slower, but the DPM is now gonna be better. Let's compare the guns. It's a 180 damage, but you shoot a lot faster. More dispersion actually, but less aiming time. Or better aiming time. So weird. Oh, like DPM is pretty big, 400 more. But it has way less power to weight. Which is a pretty big deal. It's mostly the same though. So you get better power to weight or more DPM. That's gonna be the biggest difference here. Same fuel range, same everything, so yeah. So, I mean, I guess it's nice for the people that have a Type 62. I think all the people that have premium scout tanks are gonna be pretty fucking happy. Anyway, let's move to the tier 8. Tier 7, you know, you lose DPM. That's pretty much it. Everything else is roughly the same. And you lose 100 mil, but I never used it anyway, so I don't really notice that too much. Alright, so this guy stays at tier 8, which makes it nice to compare. Doesn't lose any guns. TA. It's a slight different variation of the gun. What do we got? Actually, mostly the same. More dispersion though, and a little bit more aiming time. Because Scouts need to be derpy now, apparently. What do we got? Top speed is the same. Power to weight is a lot better. Went up by 7. That's good. The first speed went up a little bit as well. Free range is nerfed actually. It was 400. Still looks decent. Can it still fit at 85 for the memes? And actually lose the TPM. Nice meme. Yeah. I mean, it looks okay. Almost every tank got more dispersion. It's roughly the same aiming time and more maneuverable. So, I insignificant changes, I think. I think it did lose a bunch of TPM though. Yeah, definitely. Well, no, TPM is also roughly the same still. So, just like in tier 7, roughly the same. Not gonna notice too much. The power to weight might be interesting, but that's about it. Check the other 100 mil. Sure, dog. Doesn't have more to research actually. No, this is the top 100 mil. So you have this or this. Yeah, there's no way you don't want the top gun. There's no way. All right, so the tier 9, that we said 152A for 133 XP. If you want to grind that already on live server, if you want to get all the new goodies right away. Again, sad for me because I wish I knew that. So because I free marked so many scouts that I'm kind of fucked because I don't really want to play him that much anymore. That's a lot of XP, so I'll probably throw free XP at it. Buy all the goodies. Buy the tank, 3.4 million. It's still 100 mil. Checks, there we go. Display garage. Outside of the gun, which is insanely long. Pretty much the same, of course. It's the same tank, just like a slightly different version, so what else do we expect, really? Let me just slap on first snaps and stuff. I'm just gonna go with like the cookie cutter setup and everything with the optics. I think a lot of these things can run food and stuff though, so you don't have to run optics per se. Not a lot of ammo, again. It's kind of weird. The gun looks so silly. I can't even. Alright, what's the gun about? 210 pen, 248, 320 alpha, 42 dispersion is like crazy. 2.3 aiming time is fine. 5 degrees gun depression still. Base range of 420 at tier 9. That's nice. That's super nice. Power to weight of 31. 31. Yeah, getting there. Still 64. That's a little bit more engine power there. That's nice. A little bit more health. Not crazy different, right? Take a look at the guns. Higher alpha is nice, that's for sure. And damage per minute goes up to 28.5 now. So, you know, it's a nice upgrade. What I don't get though is why is the dispersion so high in this gun? It's even worse than the tier 8. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck does that have 0. The dispersion, I don't think I'm gonna like this thing too much with that kind of dispersion, to be perfectly honest. Shabao. Yeah, I mean, looks like a Joe average scout tank with nothing really special about it, except 420 free range is really good. Mobility and stuff is all fine, but like the dispersion is kind of throwing me off right now. I don't like that too much. But we'll have to see when we play it. Maybe it's not that noticeable, right? Then we said 130, another copy. Now we got the Juan. It's Mexican now. Just without the crew. Ooh, I like how it looks though. It looks dope. I like the monk haircut it got. Very Chinese. That's like little side skirt thingies going on. I don't know if these actually will count as side skirts or not. Or if these are just like mud flaps. Kind of hard to tell. Looks dope though. Gun looks cool. What do we got? Put the first stamps on it. Gun rammer. Optics. There we go. 40 shells. Like, I don't know why these things get like no shells. But okay. But okay. So the gun. Let's take a look. 105, 246, 280, 390 alpha, 0.442 dispersion because reasons. 2-second aiming time is super sexy though. I was really gonna have to run like food and stuff to get the dispersion down. I almost feel like there should be a module or equipment that brings the dispersion down, but it might make some things really fucking OP. 1500 hit points, no armor, 200 turret armor. 200 turret armor. Is that legit gonna help you in anything? Not really. Is the tier 8s gonna bounce off you? I don't know. Maybe? Unlikely. 200, but you're tier 10. It is, you know, a nice shape. I wonder if the monk headpiece works against the heat. No, I with the shape and everything. The turret might be good. The turret might be decent enough. You might get some lucky bounces there. By the look of things. 35 power to horsepower. 35, almost 36. That's, you know, that's how almost all of them are, if not higher. 65 top speed, 52 traverse. The base free range of 425. That's pretty sick. The sickest one we've seen is 430 though, but I mean, nothing really to complain about there. Yeah, overall it looks decent. Again, dispersion is a bit awkward. Everything else looks pretty dope. -5 gun depression. You know, I guess it's kind of the shtick of this whole thing, and all -5, -5. Of course, we have this little dude with -10, but that's because it's not very Chinese. Overall, new scout tanks. I think it's gonna be dope. I'm a pretty big fan of scout tanks or light tanks. I like how they play currently, and I think for the most part, it's pretty positive changes. The tier 9s and 10s look really fucking good. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all of it. Did I miss anything? Like T50 can now be 3 marks, boys. Get hyped. The Germans, do we have any other weird scout tanks somewhere? So freaking many tanks, dude. I think that's pretty much everything. Did the... Wait, whoa, chat, whoa. Did Crusader get changed? Probably not, right? Pretty sure this is all the same. It's not dedicated scout. It had normal matchmaking before, so... just from looking at the stats and talking about it, I think the Rheinmetall is going to be probably my favorite by just looking at things. But I think most scouts... I think the French got really fucked. Like, I think the French could probably use a buff. Except for the ELC. I think the ELC might be too good at tier 5 with the new matchmaking. But all in all, the French seem a bit meh. The Chinese seem super bland for the most part. I don't think this is going to be too interesting. Tier 10 looks okay though. What I like about the Americans that they have the derp guns at tier 9 and 10. Gives it a little bit of extra flavor. And they have good fuel range. Other than that, kind of bland as well, a little bit. The Bulldog is still really, really fucking strong. T-71 still looks really fucking good. T-37 still looks really good. Jeffy looks decent. So, overall, I think it's pretty positive, right? And I'm really curious how it's going to pan out with the new matchmaking. think we did pretty much everything. Oh, and the Russians, of course. The Russians look solid. I really like that they give the LTB -5. That's something I always wanted. The tier 7, the fucking Sultan's carpet. I mean, I just love how it looks, so I'll probably play it. I'm not gonna lie. The fucking carpet here. Yeah. Fucking looks pretty dope. I'm a fan, at least. It looks dorky, so I like it. Yeah, I think we talked about pretty much everything. The premiums stay the same and get third steps. So the Type 64, especially, is going to be sick, I think. And 57 is going to be that much more awesome to play, even though it's still not very good. 57. The Bulldog, alongside the non-premium tier 8, looks more like a bruiser with more DPM, whilst the other tier 8 from the Germans is faster. So, yeah. I think that's pretty much everything. You know what? I think I might throw this entire talk on YouTube as one gigantic video. So if people want to hear me ramble on for like 2 hours, you can check out the bots. Yeah. So let's play some games finally. I'm really looking forward to checking out the new ones. I'm probably not gonna play the ones that are already in the game in higher tier or lower tier. I'm probably gonna just focus on the actual new things. And we should probably just play the tier 10s first because of test server matchmaking.